Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Spells and Shrine podcast, the only podcast that kind of wanted to do a Wicked reference for the intro, but the person who writes this still hasn't seen Wicked yet, so oops.
Neither have I. So,
Yay! We should both watch it this week, and then we can talk about it next week, and then we could be like, yeah, we're just like the.
I'm not gonna, dog. I am not gonna have time. I work retail. You think they're gonna let me do stuff?
I also work not. I don't technically work retail. I work What is it called? What is it count? What is it called when you work museum? I guess I do like custodial work. Is I think the
Yeah,
best.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm not deep in the sauce. You should know this. This is your job. You should know what your job is, dingus.
Well, I know technically, like on my like papers, I'm an environmental service aide, but like that's different than just saying like, oh, I'm a retail worker. When it's like, you're a whatever cashier, whatever.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw Gladiator today. I pretty much only see movies if they're with their parents.
Yeah. How is Gladiator 2? You already told me how, but that was not on the podcast. And now you're going to tell me how you thought of the movie again.
I mean, no one responded to me. No one ever does because the server's gonna be brutally murdered. But uh, it was a good movie. Not fantastic. Not better than the original. Uh, I feel like the world would be the same if we never got a sequel. But I liked it. Had some good action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solid like 7 or 8 out of 10.
I've never seen even the first Gladiator, so that's just like not my realm. I don't like. I don't care much for historical fiction.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put the film. I was gonna say, oh, it's not historical, but no, you're right. You're right. It would fall into
I
that
Yeah,
category.
I'm usually pretty right about things. I've noticed I'm very clever.
Ah, are you sure?
I feel like if I keep going, you're gonna point out something specific, and actually, I
Oh, what could
just
that
realized the
possibly be?
specific thing that you're gonna point out, and so actually,
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
wonder what that
move
could
on. We're gonna move
possibly
on.
be.
We're gonna
Okay.
move on from whatever I mean did and let's
Oh, that's a little weird slip of the tongue. What are you reversing there?
but let's talk about a smart thing that we did because on we decided that for this episode we would do a fan cast
Question of the week.
for hit video game
Question of the week.
Deltarune.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. Uh, there isn't. I couldn't think of. I looked at my
You
phone for
had
like
2 weeks to think of this, dog.
I did have 2 weeks to think of this. All right. I really thought I wrote one. Well, actually, well, no, because I already asked you it. Last episode, there was a bit of an issue, and I forgot to write a new question of the week after that one. So, Stripe already answered. Uh, I think the best answer we came up with was Popeye, but I wrote, "What's a franchise that isn't horror but would work well as a horror?" So,
Uh, I.
but you could also comment your Stripe. Tell them about the topic of the. Did I already say the topic of the day?
Uh, well, first off, we didn't say Popeye. We were talking about how the Popeye slasher movie was announced.
Oh yeah.
That's the reason you asked the question. We brought up Scooby Doo, but we kind of dismissed that as too horror focused already. This might have been not being like a full horror. I don't remember what our answer was. Um,
Indiana
I think
Jones.
we brought up Metro, but that kind of falls in the same category.
Yeah. I think we said Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, that was worst.
One is something that I think would be really cool as horror.
Deltarune
Deltarune,
doesn't count.
except I'm lying.
It's mostly it's kind of close enough already. It has horror elements, I would
Yeah,
say.
that Snowgrave freaky. Snowgrave's freaky. It got me shivering in my boots.
With some tweaking, this could be like a mascot horror.
I don't think I think there's not enough dimensions for it to count. Can it be mascot horror and also 2D? I feel like
Yeah,
it's
that'd be. Uh, frick! I had something cross my mind,
Oh, there's that
but I
one
forgot what
bunny
it
game,
was.
wasn't there?
You gotta be more specific. Like every single freaking thing is a bunny game, because Springtrap. Let's make every villain a rabbit.
There's a it was like Bunny Island or whatever, and you were like a sentient glove that like was sucked into a computer, and there's a rabbit lady who was like controlling, and she like
The
killed one of the gloves.
there's so much that falls like every single freaking uh, indie horror mascot horror is the exact same to me now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're kind of I think we might be getting like a slight like renaissance of the mascot horror. There's a new game that came out, Finding Frankie, that's a mascot horror but also mirrors Edge, and it's kind of sick. I've been watching Astral Spiff speedrun it, and
I'm just tired of games only made to get like attention online and get merchandise instead of being actual games.
but that's the
Like
thing. I mean, it also, you know, it has characters that can be marketable plushies, but it also has characters, but it's also just like fun gameplay,
yeah,
which
that's important. I want gameplay. I don't want walking in a straight line until you get to the next jump scare.
yeah. And I think a lot of mascot, even like the Poppy playtime is like there's more gameplay each chapter, and I think
I still
I
think it's cheap for like your Poppy Playtimes and your Garden of Banbans to rush out these low quality, marketable characters, and then once they have a dedicated fan base, they're like, actually, yeah, let's actually put some effort into the gameplay instead of just making it just so Game Theory can make a video on it.
yeah, I mean Garden of Banban is like the definition of like cheap game,
I
which
think
is
that like we were on the edge with Poppy, but I think Bam Bam's what pushed everyone over the cliff. Like we're done. We had enough of indie horror because
yeah.
they're all the exact same bright, colorful blobs.
And it sucks too because there actually is a really good indie horror game scene. It's just that a lot of it gets overshadowed by Poppy Playtime kind of
That's
Ban
fine.
Ban. Like
Yeah,
Mouthwash, I've been playing Mouthwash on my own time, and it's really good, but it hasn't and it's gotten some attention. It's gotten like some fan art I've seen, but it hasn't blown up in a way that a lot of other indie horror has because you
that's
know
like I know of Martial Arts. I've seen fan art of it. I've heard of it, but it's like in the background. It's not. I have not seen a single. I have not seen a single gameplay video of it in any way.
you
Not just like I've never seen left. I'm like I have not seen a moving image of mouth washing. I haven't seen a gif of it. I've just seen fan art,
yeah. I think
which like
again it's probably because like the main like horror guy is just a disfigured dude. He looks like a ghoul from Fallout, and like you can't really turn. I mean, you could, but you can't really turn that into a marketable plushie.
uh yeah, it definitely has a fandom, but it's not. I wouldn't even put it like because like you can get indie games, not horror ones, but like you can get indie games that are still popular but not Undertale or FNAF popular, like your Pizza Towers, your Shovel Knights, your Hand in Time, stuff like that. Um, Celeste, like those are games that are popular but haven't really like breached like the mainstream. Um,
Yeah,
while I would say like I think you could bring up moss washing to someone and they will know. Oh yeah, that's that one game. But it's like it's not viral. Again,
yeah. Mouthwash
I'm
is for
shocked.
people like in the know.
Yeah, like I kind of measure indie horror games popularity based if they have a game theory episode or not. Uh,
Mouthwash has
and
yet
it's
to
like
get a game theory episode. I'm
yeah, it
pretty
is very
sure.
shocking that it has not gotten a game theory episode
Yeah,
because I find out about like 90% of horror games via uh, uh, game theory.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
the only reason I talked about the Bunny Glove game is because of GT Live specifically.
yeah, like yeah, outside of like Ban Ban and Poppy. Like every game they've talked about in the past, like any horror game they've talked about in the past, like 2 to 3 years, I only know because of them. Like even
I
like Rainbow Friends is like one of the bigger ones. I did not know that existed until they made a video on it.
I have you watched anything on Rainbow Friends? Because I can't tell if it's stupid or not because I've only
I've
ever seen it from the
I
outside.
have watched the game theory episode. It was a while ago. I just that was a big example of like, okay, we've officially stopped caring. It's just get characters that are distinct, but they're just blobs. They don't have any. They, Bendy and Tattletale and Freddy, they all had effort put into them. These are just blobs.
Yes. Because
So Delta,
yeah. Sorry, I was about to go on a tangent about a Roblox game, but we don't got to get into that right now.
yeah, I'm just, I think Rainbow Friends was a Roblox game, but like I'm just tired of Roblox fan games being massive thing. Like I'm sick of it because they're all made just to get toys, and they all work for some reason because they have toys at like Target and Walmart of freaking doors and Piggy and Deltarune casting.
Yeah. Shout out next time where we're gonna do a fan cast of all the Piggy characters because we're big Piggy fans. Please
Would it be
give
so
us
funny if we just
attention and your
said the
money.
actual voice actors of all characters from Peppa
Peppa
Pig?
Pig. So yeah, did we explain the main topic of the day? Deltarune fan casting. It's very simple.
Yeah.
It's all
About a year
Deltarune
ago, we did the
specific.
same with Undertale. Um, yeah, so you can go back and watch that video. Um, yeah, it's only under Deltarune specific characters. We're not going to talk about Sans or Undyne or Elfies or so on. Obviously, they're a bit different in this universe, but I feel like you could still work with our casting.
Yes. Um. Yeah, because I would imagine they still have the same voice. We both have our own lists. We do not know what is on each other's lists. There's one character in specific where I think me and Stripe might have the same one. We'll see.
Just I'll just quickly say the characters. We have Chris, Susie, Ralze, Lancer, Noel, Birdley, the King, the Queen, Rolks, Jevil, Spampton, Rudy, Elvin the Priest, Sham, Original Starwalker, Task Manager, Ice E, and Gaster.
We also might have the same one for Task Manager because I feel like that one there's just an easy get.
I don't think we do. We'll get to it. Do you want to go first with Chris?
I'll go first with Chris, and I do recognize Chris as non-binary. I did not pick a non-binary voice actor
I
because
did.
then yours is better. But so I was just trying to go for the energy, and I do think because the I also do just kind of generally see Chris, maybe because I'm non a male or non-binary person, but I kind of view Chris as, in a sort of a similar way, where it, um, so maybe that's kind of influenced it. But also, I just feel like there's a certain like, I, Chris isn't bombastic. Chris is, very much pushed around by others a lot, and that really led me to thinking about Michael Cera. That's who I put.
I regret this video so much. Michael Sarah. Michael
Yeah,
Sarah. Michael Sarah.
just like that kind, not Michael Cera, but like that kind of energy. I want to point out. I mean more so that kind of energy. If you can find like a non-binary Michael Cera, perfect.
I I I I'm trying to think of the voice like from like the Scott Pilgrim anime. It's been a while since I've seen that.
See,
Um,
I mean that
I
I think
can
that's like his only voice acting thing. But I'm thinking more so like
no
Arrested
he's been in a
Development.
few other things. He was in like I someone review like posted in my server about they saw like this movie called Under the Boardwalk. It's about like coconut crabs. He voices the main character. The only thing I know about that movie is that it stars Michael Cera and he has a crush on a character named Ramona, which is really really funny.
I Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah,
That's the
but
only
I've
reason
never
why
seen
I
it.
know about it.
Yeah. Also, he was Robin. I remember that he was Robin in Lego Batman.
He was, wasn't he?
Yeah, and I, Chris is one of those characters I just cannot imagine them talking.
That is fair.
So it's really hard to be like I can't see him like having a lighter voice either. Like I'm not really sure what kind of voice I would expect from them. That's why I just went with like, okay, what's a non-binary actor I can go
Hello, it
with,
is
and
me,
maybe their
Chris
voice fits.
Deltarune.
Yeah, I just I don't know. Maybe even like a slightly higher pitched dipper I could kind of see from Gravity Falls. I didn't pick his actor though. Like that's kind of what I would imagine. I don't, Chris is just like such like a non-entity. Just not like a Santa. There's literally a non-entity in the game. It's just hard to really cast them. Um, but I tried. Last time I did not cast Frisk and Kara because I just could not think of anyone. Uh, we went with Michelle Dietz, I believe her name was. She's Amethyst in Amphibia, Steven Universe, Frick, and V in Owl House. For this one, I went with Jacob Tobiah, uh, who you probably know better as Double Trouble from Shira.
Okay. Yeah, that is like the only other non-binary voice that I know.
Yeah, it's
So
just
yeah, that
I need a non-binary voice, and I could kind of see that voice coming out of Chris. And I'm watching Shira again, so Shira's on the mind. Um,
yeah. The only
so
other like non-binary voice actor that I could think of is Erika Ishii, but Erika is that's just not the right kind of voice that I saw. Even though Erika Ishii is an amazing talent, shout out Erika Ishii.
who do they voice?
Uh, they're voicing someone in the new uh uh the last what was it? Some video game. They're some video game protagonist and all they've done a bunch of little voices, but I mostly know them from the Dropout TV stuff. They do like the not Critical Role, the D20 stuff and like improv, but we don't got to get into that. She is a
Epic.
voice actor though. She's cool.
Don't you
Yeah,
mean they?
I did mean they. That is my bad. I sorry. To clarify, I hate non-binary people. Anyway, moving
So
on.
who do you pick for Susie? I think we're gonna go with my pick for this one because it's not Michael freaking Sarah.
Yeah, no, yours was better. I think
Yeah.
mine was kind of funny, but whatever. For
Yeah.
Susie, I
No,
picked.
yours is funny, but like I do think I have some funny ones too. But if you have a serious answer, I will immediately give you the point.
Yeah. Um.
So Susie was hard, but should I go? Should we like alternate, or do you want
Yeah,
do
you
you
go
want us to go
first. You
first
go
every time?
first.
Okay. So I was a little stumped with Susie because I have a voice in my mind for Susie. I just cannot pick the right voice actor to deliver it. So so the one
Yeah.
I assembled on I don't really like. It's just I was kind of on a time crunch. You know I kind of forgot about this idea. I wonder why I forgot about this
Hmm.
idea. It's almost like we you. It's almost. Anyways, I picked Haley Seinfeld.
Holy fuck,
What?
dude! Guess who I
Did you
picked?
pick Haley Seinfeld?
I picked Haley Steinfeld. And seriously though, because I was watching Arcane last night. Well, when I was making the
That probably
list.
also helped. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
was
watched
looking at
Arcane
TV and I was
recently.
like,
I
that's it.
rewatched Across the Spider Verse, so like I had her on my mind. Uh,
Holy fuck! Because I was about to be
yeah,
like, I
so
had the same experience picking my voice actor. That's so interesting.
yeah, so I guess we put no points for this one. But can I ask why you picked Haley Steinfeld? Oh, besides for I know Susie's like your favorite Deltarune character. So um,
I I think what was important to me is finding finding a voice actress that could realistically be like both like really like
kind of bully, but also
genuinely
like
angry
sweet.
Like
Yeah.
someone who could convincingly like convince me that they will beat the shit out of somebody, but also someone who you feel like they would like take care of somebody like in a good way, if need be, and then that's like V from Arcana, or Arcane. The fuck.
Yeah.
Um, that so I'm like it works. I think yeah.
I'm assuming
Um,
this is not one of the people you thought we would share actors with, right?
Actually no, and I think that's really funny. But I
Yeah.
think
Um.
it's just kind of meant to be.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess if we both have the same answer, I guess this is a good choice. Toby Fox, our number one fan, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I,
So who do you pick for Ralsei?
for Rouse, I picked Elijah Wood.
That is actually like fantastic. Frick.
Yeah, I know.
No, no. Um,
Yeah.
my thing was I imagined I think he kind of had like a British accent. So I was trying to think of young British actors. My man went to Tom Holland. I
For
punched
fuck's.
myself in the face. And I'm like, no, I'm not that predictable. Let's go with the other. Let's go with the other dude. Let's go with Timothy Chalamet.
I thought you were gonna say Chris Pratt for a second.
I'm not that evil. I'm not. I'm not. No, the second someone says Chris Pratt, I'm walking. I say that, but I almost picked Chris Pratt for someone, but we'll get to him later.
I genuinely have no idea who you could be talking about.
I
Uh,
I did not pick Chris Pratt, but I almost did for a character. But no, Elijah Wood is like perfect for Elze. I love that choice a lot.
yeah. Because I literally Googled cartoons and I was kind of looking through and I saw Over There on the Wall. I'm like, okay, bet.
Yeah, Overground World does kind of have a Deltarune like feel, Undertale feel. Um, so yeah, no, that's perfect. He gets like kind of the whimsical charm of him, but he can be a bit more stern, which we're seeing. Realze is a bit there's a bit more to him than just being a nice guy. So I like this one a lot. I like this one a lot.
Yeah. Thank you.
So who do you pick for Lancer? Oh, no,
Uh,
I'm Lancer. I'm Lancer.
you can go
I go
Lancer.
first. Yeah. Okay. So I was a little stumped with Lancer because he is a kid.
Mhm.
But he's like a wacky kid. I just don't think kids can do wacky super well. There's a few exceptions. Now that you mentioned um, Other Wall, I am kind of thinking. I
I
forgot his name,
also
but
thought about
the kid who
doing
played.
Greg's voice actor too. I did
Yeah,
genuinely consider that.
I now that I'm thinking that probably might work better than my pick, but I just kind of threw in Tom Kenny.
I almost put in Tom Kenny. That's crazy. I thought about Tom Kenny.
I'm just trying to
Uh,
think like characters who I feel people I feel like can do like silly younger voices. I'm like Tom Kenny can probably do that fine enough.
so, uh, Genuinely, I had a similar thought process. I almost went Tom Kenny, but I went a step further, and I put Sarah Natochenny, the voice actor of Ash.
Okay, Ash has a lot of voice actors,
I
so
think it's the most recent,
that's
the most like the latest English one. So one of the Ashes. I think he's only had two, right?
I thought he had three. Um,
I mean, just counting, maybe. But
oh
one of the
yeah,
Ashes.
no, you're right. I yeah, Veronica Taylor from seasons 1 to 8, and then Sarah from 9 to 25.
Yeah,
Um, I I like that. I like that.
yeah.
I think either work. I think either work. Who would you pick?
I
Well, actually, no. We know you'd pick because you almost went with Tom, but you picked Sarah. So it's been a, it's been a while since heard Ash's voice. I don't know what Ash I last heard, but I
I
can imagine it well enough.
yeah.
Um,
Cause I'm thinking like Pokemon, like Sun and Moon. Trying to remember like that whole like anime bit. But like I think Tom Kenny. It's just he's too SpongeBob.
that's fair.
I can't really think of
I'll
him
give
as
you this
anything
point.
other than SpongeBob. And like I
I'll
do
give you this
like
point.
him as SpongeBob, but Lancer going, nah, hey Susie, what the fuck? It just doesn't add up.
Yeah. Okay. So Noel, who do you pick for Noel?
Uh, no, well. Stephanie Beatriz.
I like that. I
Yeah,
think that's a good pick.
yeah.
Um,
She
I
can
I,
do
I know.
she can do nice. She can do stern, but like she's got kind of that Disney princess sort of vibe going on.
Yeah, yeah, she's Mirabelle in Encanto. She's Vaggie and has been. Um,
Yes,
uh, yeah. Just so people know who she is.
yes. Who'd you pick?
Yeah. I think that works.
Yay.
My pick was who I kind of prefer, but if you want to go with Stephanie, I can still see that. I'm with Kamiko Glenn, who Lena from Ducktales, probably the role you'll know her from.
Oh, that makes sense. Lena's the Webby's emo friend, right? Magica De
Yeah,
Spell's
the the
daughter.
the, the emo friend who was like Magica's uncle, not Magica's niece. She's also in Has Been. She's Nifty, the one-eyed little freaking creature.
That's
She's
really
Penny Parker
interesting.
in Spider Verse.
That's actually really funny, considering who I picked for Queen.
Did you pick her?
No, I picked Magica De Spell.
No, no, no. No. Oh, frick. Well, spoiler alert. We have like two or three people more
We
till
can
we get
let's just
there.
do. Who do you pick? Doesn't
Well,
let's talk
well,
about
first off,
Queen.
who do you pick for Kamiko or uh, Stephanie? Who are you leaning?
I don't know really remember Kamiko's voice that well. I also don't really know her as anything, but um,
Penny
but
Parker,
as yeah,
Nifty.
nifty. Um, and I do like it. I do like it, but I'm good with I'm good at either or. If you want to say
Okay,
Kamiko,
so I'm gonna just say I win this one because frick you. So I
all
guess
right,
we're
fuck you,
skipping a
dude.
few to get to Queen.
Let's
Yeah.
do Queen because I spoiled it.
Okay.
Catherine Tate, Magic at a spell.
Yeah. I like that. I assume you'd have like a robotic filter, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, Catherine
I
Tate's
think
just
like
very funny.
yeah, I like the idea of like a prim proper, but still like no yeah she's prim proper, but she also has a like psychotic edge to her,
Yes.
which I think works very well. Um, I kind of cheated. I was just like, okay, evil robotic woman,
Pick
GLaDOS
GLaDOS.
portal, Ellen
Yeah.
McLean.
Honestly, yeah, that adds up. I I don't. I feel like
I
the
think it.
way Queen, like the
I
kind of
think it's
jokes
almost
Queen
cheating,
makes.
honestly. But
Yeah.
I think it's a good. I think it's almost cheating.
I'm just
Granted,
trying to
granted,
imagine like because I feel like Queen and GLaDOS like they'd have like different like line deliveries. I feel like the way GLaDOS delivers jokes and the way Queen does, it's different. So there's kind of like a separation in my head. Like it couldn't just be the GLaDOS voice. I'm sure the what's her name again? Ellen Generous, whatever.
uh,
What do you say?
Ellen McLean.
Ellen McLean. I'm sure she could, but it's like I think just porting GLaDOS over to Deltarune would be weird.
Yeah, I I think it works, but I do really dig the idea of Catherine Tate. Um,
Especially if we go with Kimiko, then it's kind of funny
yeah,
because they have
you know what?
that
Yes,
like dynamic.
we're retroactively like 100% nailing down Kamiko
Yeah.
as
As long as
Noelle,
I get Catherine,
and then yeah,
soul for a soul.
yeah. I think we're tied actually.
I think
Um,
so too.
so
Not
who do
that
you
it's
pick for
too.
Burley?
I'm actually really happy with my birthday choice. I picked Ben Schwartz.
We're just casting every Ducktales actor.
Woo!
Um, I like that. That is very funny. Um, did
I didn't even
Ducktales
think of
influence that
Ducktales.
because
I was thinking like Sonic and Turtles.
I'm a little shocked you didn't think Ducktales because like it's a bluebird.
Oh shit, you're so right.
um, I was mine's a little memey, but I think it still works. I picked Debbie Dairyberry. Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, so from here to the stars, fueled by candy bars. Rides
Okay.
a kid with a knack for
So it's Jimmy
invention. It's
Neutron.
Jimmy
It's
Neutron.
Jimmy. Okay.
She's Jimmy Neutron.
All right. So we're gonna go with Ben Schwartz.
No, no, I like Debbie. I will die on this hill. We're going with Jimmy Neutron. Could you not
Nope.
imagine Jimmy Neutron's voice coming from Ridley?
All right. So here's the specific. Here's my specific argument. Here's my very specific point. Fuck you. Fuck you.
No, okay, so
I
I
get the
win that
point.
round. Okay, let's go
No.
to.
You know what? Agree to disagree.
Yeah, agree to agree. Got it. I win. Who do you
you.
pick for king?
I.
Or am I going for? I'm going first. I
You
think.
go first.
Uh, yeah, I think you went first the past like 3 times. I'm sorry.
It's
So this sounds memey at first, but I this is a genuine serious suggestion. Chris Hemsworth for king.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this was like before this year, I wouldn't even think of it. But like, I don't think you've seen either of these films. But in Furiosa, he's a main villain, so he can do big and evil, and he's Optimus in the new Transformers movie, and he's really great in that. He still has the big commanding voice, but he also has a bit of goofiness, which works for King, he's an actually a great voice actor.
It's
So yeah, I think this is a really good pick. There's a lot of ways you can take King, because
it's
we don't. He's a different character pretty much in the first and second chapter, so there's a lot of ways you can take him.
again. It's really interesting that you thought about Optimus Prime because I went with Frank Welker.
I'm a little. I can see it, of course, because it's Frank Welker. He can do everything.
Yes.
But I do know he's kind of not retired, but he's appearing a lot less. He pretty much only does like legacy roles. Even then, like he wasn't Stripe in Multiverses, despite him like doing that in the original movie and Lego Dimensions. So I'm not sure how active he still is outside of Scooby Doo, which is like his lifeblood. Um,
That is fair.
but
I didn't
I can
consider that sort of stuff too much. Like, I try not to do anyone dead, but also if I did do, but like, I wasn't super concerned since it's not we're not actually making any decisions.
yeah.
Um,
I do like. I'm kind of leaning towards mine, but I also do like Frank because again, Frank can really do anything. Uh,
yeah,
so
I'll if we can go Ben Schwartz, if you give me Ben Schwartz, I'll give you, I'll gi- I'll give you
no,
I'll give you Hemsworth.
got it. So I get both Debbie Derryberry and Chris
You
Hemsworth.
get
Got
Ben
it. Thank
Schwartz.
you.
You get I get Ben Schwartz. I get the point on Birdley, and then you can get the point on the on Optimus.
Nah. I think I get both points. That's pretty cool. I like that.
I'm
That's
gonna
very
beat
nice.
you the
Thank you.
fuck up.
You're so considerate. Okay,
All right.
for Rolks, I have 2 ideas, but let me have here's yours first because I don't like my ideas for Rolks.
All right. So first, I'm going to have to Google the person I wrote because I do not know who I'm looking
Say
at.
their name.
I wrote
Say their name.
Harry Lloyd, who I
Yeah,
think
no
was
idea.
also in Arcane.
Harry
Who are
or
they?
Barry?
Harry Lloyd. Yeah, they were Victor in Arcane. They were Captain Man and Stormtrooper 2 in Star Wars The Bad Batch. They were Z in Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
So he's British. Okay.
Yeah, he's British. I think I might have just looked for the first British person I could find. He's also Baines in Doctor Who. I don't know who Baines is, despite having watched Doctor Who twice. So let's not focus on that.
Yeah, I'm forgetting Victor's voice. But I know who you're talking about. It's probably better than my picks, anyways. So like I'm willing to give you a point anyways because I wrote down 2 names. First is Will Ferrell.
Okay.
I don't think he's got the voice, but he's got the mannerisms. Like he's got the energy. For Rolks. Um, and the other one I have is Jim Carrey.
You know, hmm, interesting. I wish I hated. You can't get on my ass about Frank Welker's like half retired and then immediately go to Jim Carrey,
Jim
the
Carrey's
guy
in
who
freaking
only does
Sonic
Sonic
3,
movies
dog.
now.
He's in Sonic 3, dog. Nah, he
That's gonna
counts. He
be. He
counts.
only does Sonic now. He only gets scripts written in gold ink, and apparently that's only Sonic.
That's like the funniest screenshot of all time. Yeah. But like, dude, look at me dead in the eye and tell me that Deltarune the movie will not be a golden ink movie.
You know what? You're so right.
Yeah. Okay. So Jim Carrey wins.
Jim Carrey wins.
Jim Carrey wins. I I think I'm going first for Jello, right?
Yes. This is the one I
So I
thought
wrote
we would
down.
get the same.
I really do not think we're getting the same one here.
Okay.
Um,
Interesting.
I, can I guess who you wrote down actually?
Yes.
Is it Alex Hirsch?
Yes.
Yeah, I did think of Alex Hirsch. I like that did cross my mind, but I'm like, that's too easy. That's too easy.
Fuck you.
So I wrote down Jermaine Clement, Tamatoa.
Uh,
I think he's got
oh.
like the grand voice, but he can still be silly. Um,
Just Tomato is so big.
yeah, and Bill is technically can like significantly bigger when he wants to be. Yeah, he's also Nigel for the freaking parrot from Rio. So frick you.
Okay, that does change things. Um, Jevo's interesting because he's one of the only ones with like close to an official voice where that I can do everything, and I think there
Yeah.
is a very like Bill Cipher sort of energy in that line.
I did very much consider uh Alex.
And you
I
considered it
figured that
for
was
a
just too
reason.
easy.
Let's go. I get the point. Da da.
I I'm fine with getting to the point, but what do you think of Jermaine as Joe?
There's worse options.
Thanks.
There's
You're
worse
so
options.
kind.
Yeah.
Thanks. You're so kind.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for my pity.
Okay, so I I'm interested for Spamton.
Oh,
Who do
I
you pick?
really like my choice for Spampton.
I like my Spamton a lot too, but I'm
Uh,
it might need some
I, I
explanation. So who do you pick?
I put Maurice LaMarche.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot, actually.
He is father from Kids Next
Yeah,
Door.
he's father, he's brain. I like that a lot. Um,
Because God, I desperately wish I could do an impersonation, but if I could just get him, if I could like just do the
you know,
perfect, if I could just like have him say
I can see that
Mike.
that works amazingly. Yeah, no, I like that one a lot. That's an inspired pick. I applaud you for that one.
Thank you.
Um,
I felt really. It was. I kicked my feet a little when I thought of it.
uh, so mine is kind of a cheat, but I think it works really well. And usually I would not go to internet people, unless they have a really big role. But this guy does have a big role now. Do you know who Alex Rashawn is? You know who Alex Rashawn is?
I fully thought you were about to say Alex Russo. No, I do
I
not
don't know
know.
who that is. I don't know who Alex Russo is. Who's Alex Russo?
Isn't that the girl in? Isn't that Selena Gomez's character in Wizards of Waverly Place? Isn't that her name,
That is
Alex?
like why would I talk? That makes no. That's a fictional character and a woman and not from the
I,
internet. What?
okay, I got. That's why I was so confused. Who's
Why
Alex?
would I say that?
Shut up.
Okay,
Who's your
okay.
Alex?
Alex Roshan. He started as a video game top 10 list maker, like the best like songs in gaming and stuff like that. He then went into voice acting. Uh, you probably know him best as Kane from Digital Circus.
Oh,
So you can
yeah.
probably see why I picked him. Uh, but the way the
Oh,
but
yeah.
how he got Kane was doing fan dubs of Spamton. Uh, he's more or less like the unofficial
Yeah.
voice of Spamton within the fandom. Um, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't have picked him if it wasn't for Digital Circus. But like that he's now like a major deal because he's Kane. He's one of the major characters of like one of the biggest internet series of all time. That thing's on Netflix now. There was costumes for it in. Not only was there costumes for it in Spirit Halloween, but it was like on the post on like the building right next to a Minion
Ye-
and Deadpool. There's freaking Digital Circus characters.
I
So
think
like
we
it's a
looked at the
major
same
thing. So
picture.
I what
I think we looked at the same picture of a Spirit Halloween.
I went to like 5 spirits recently. Not recently, like a few weeks ago. Yeah, during Halloween, I went to like 5 different spirit Halloweens. Every single one of them had like Pomni, Deadpool, a minion. A few had like the Terrifier clown, and Bluey and Optimus and a few others. But yeah, um, Digital Circus is a
Oh,
big deal. He's like the unofficial voice of Spamton in FanWorks. So it
yeah.
is
That
kind of
makes.
feeling like cheating, but I think both of these are really good picks, honestly.
I think your answer is like more correct, but I think mine is funnier. So it just depends on
I'm
your like philosophy.
yeah. Um, I'm 100% down with giving you the point because I still really like Alex. I think because again he's like more or less like the official voice of Spamton.
I
Like
also
when most people think of what Spamton's voice is, they will go to him. And now he's like a bigger name thanks to Kane. But
yeah. I
yeah, no, I that's a really inspired choice with Marissa Marsh because I can 100% see it with like because most of Maurice's voices are really like like higher like deeper like like brain father, but I think he can do like the random hyperlink blocked kind of things. So I like both of these choices. They're just very different in different ways.
I also thought it'd be fun if Spampton just had like multiple different voices. I couldn't think of like who would make up a perfect like three, and also, but like if just have them both, have them like switch every now and again. When he gets mad, he
I'll
can be
take it.
Maurice.
I'll take it. Both of us get a point for that one.
Everyone wins. We lived
Yeah.
happily ever after. Wahoo!
Yeah.
Who do you
So
pick for Rudy?
when we were thinking of characters, you decided to write down freaking Rudy, um,
He's
Noel's dad.
he's gonna be important.
Why?
He's gonna be important. He's gonna be the biggest star.
Okay.
He's gonna.
So I think I'm going first. I said Tom Hanks.
That's fair.
Just nice, fatherly. He's a voice actor. He's Woody. And again, we this is a nothing character, so it's just like he's a father. Okay.
I put Zachary Levi.
No.
Fair.
No. No.
Fair.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Not
All right.
not happening. Nope. No. I win.
Damn.
I win this round. I'm not hearing otherwise.
That was a lot. That was a lot harsher than I expected.
No. I had to sit through freaking Harold and the Purple Crayon. I never want to see
You did
that
not
movie
have to sit through
again.
Harold and the Purple
Yes, I
Crayon.
did. God himself came and said, "Stripe, you
You
must
did
watch
not.
Harold and the Purple Crayon." Like, God, no.
I don't think anyone has ever had to watch Harold and the Purple Crayon.
I needed to. I needed to. My wife would
Yeah.
die. I have a wife now, by
You
the
don't
way. I
have a
forgot to tell
wife.
you, I'm married. Yeah,
You
I
don't.
meant to
You're
tell you
not.
that last cast, but you didn't, do one last cast because you're stupid and dumb and you deleted best episode we
Yeah.
ever wrote. Anyways, Alvin the Priest. For some reason, a character you wanted to add.
Oh, I think I just. I think I was just watching Arcane and I found like an old man. I'm like, who's this old man? I googled it and it was like, oh, Jason Spizak. Fuck it, sure.
Jason. Let me look it up. Jason.
I
Okay.
can't even remember which old man he was is because I apparently he was in Pup Star in 2016, so that's how you know he's serious.
Holy frick! Gator Boy from one episode of Ben 10.
Oh
My
yeah,
beloved.
Silco.
Oh yeah, I know Silco. He's like the main villainish, kind of, maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm like he's a mysterious old man. And if Alvin Knight theory is correct, which it isn't, but if it was, like I think that would be like a good direction.
he
If
was
if that
Kid Flash at one point. What?
I was looking at that too. That caught me off guard.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. I
It doesn't.
Anyways, so my head went to like Christopher Lee, um, but he's dead, so I couldn't pick him. So I'm just like, okay, who voices Christopher Lee's role now that he's gone? Uh, Corey Burton. Cool. I went with Corey Burton. Corey Burton. Burton. Frick.
Okay.
That's really it. Just he the grand sounding. Uh, Christopher Lee was the priest in Corpse Bride, so that helps a bit. So I'm like, okay, let's just go with whoever voices him now. Corey Burton, well known as the voice of Vivi Argos Secret Saturdays, and actually well known as the voice of like half the Transformers cast and Cad Bane from Star
He,
Wars.
he was
Uh,
Ludwig von Drake in Mickey Mouse
Holy frick, Ludwig
Funhouse.
von Drake! Can you say no to Ludwig von Drake? Like really, him as a
I
priest, uh, atheism just dies if priest Ludwig von Drake walks in.
yeah. I do think Ludwig von Drake has given me enough religious experiences for me to give you the point.
Whoa, yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Um,
All right. So now we had another hard one because another non-binary person making my life harder. Sham.
Sham's not binary.
Yeah.
I did not know
Don't
that.
worry, I
I'm
didn't pick
very
a
sorry.
non-binary voice actor either.
Yeah. Okay. You need to pick one for Chris, so like I can't feel too bad.
Yeah.
So who
Um,
do you pick for Sham?
you ever play
Oh,
the Stanley Parable?
oh, the narrator, I assume.
Yep, I put in Kevin Brighting.
I can see that.
Yeah, because
I
the
can see that.
narrator does occasionally go into like a sort of like ominous, creepy vibe, and it's like if he like goes even further with that, I feel like that could be just right. Plus, I think it's really funny.
Um, I like that.
I
I
also
like
just
that.
love his voice. I love when he says words. Sean says a lot of
Speaking
words,
of,
and
yeah, I relate a lot because I also went with a person who I just love the voice of, and
me,
say again.
me.
I said I didn't go with a non-binary voice actor.
Oh,
Um, Instead, I went Mimi, kind of. I believe, this is the only overlap I have on my Undertale and Deltarune list. I went with Keith David.
dude, that's fair.
Yeah.
I actually,
If you
I
if
put
you
Keith
had
David
to
as someone
overlap
as well.
one actor, I think Keith David works a lot.
I put Keith David as someone else on the list, but we'll get to that.
We're almost done. We only have four people left. Oh, he's Gaster. Oh, he's Gaster.
He actually isn't.
Holy. Okay. I'm not. He's Taskmaster. Oh my god.
No, I'm not nearly that based.
Yeah.
He's also not Starwalker either.
Okay, so it's Ice-E. Cool, great. Thanks for spoiling it. Um, so yeah,
You want to talk about
I
Icy?
can kind of go with either. I'm kind of leaning Keith David just
Oh
because
yeah.
he's Keith David. But
Um, I feel yeah. Keith David does have a really good narrator voice, doesn't he?
he does. So I'm going with Keith David. Let's go.
As a non-binary, I do accept Keith David as one of
The
as an
non-binary community
honorary.
has forgiven Keith David.
Yeah, he can be an
Um,
honorary non-binary.
so original Starwalker. Uh, who do you pick for the character of all time?
I cheated a
You
little. I
you
just
definitely
put
picked a
text
better
to
one than I did. I
speech.
promise you.
I put text to
Never mind. You
speech.
not pick it better than I did. Boring. Boring. Because okay, at this point, text to speech can mean literally anything.
I'm thinking like literally Google text to speech. I am original Starwalker.
No, lame, lame. AI voices kind of cringe.
Oh fuck off! It's not. It's. Shut
Yes,
up.
it counts. Uh, so anyways, as for my much better pick, objectively, I was like, okay, this is a joke character. Any voice works. Just one of the funniest voice I could think of. Patrick Warburton. Let's go.
I'm the original Starwalker. Yeah, no, you're right. You're
Yep.
right.
Yeah, I know. I win. I win.
Oh, that is good. Keith David, ICE. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that.
What about Taskmaster?
Oh shit, Taskmaster. Um,
You
Task
were convinced
Manager.
that we had the same one here.
I put Jessica Peterson because she literally voices Franziska von Karma in the Phoenix Wright anime.
Oh yeah, it's clearly the thing that I know so much about. Yeah,
You know
yeah,
that it
definitely. Oh yeah,
exists.
we definitely have the same one here.
You know who Franziska von Karma. You know that
I
Task
do, but
Manager
like, I'm not
is.
gonna think of her immediately. Like,
Well, I didn't think.
obviously.
I just Googled who's the voice actor for Franziska von Karma.
Yeah, but like when I
I feel
think
like
of
that's an easy conclusion to make.
what, just because they have whips.
Fucking did you have you? Did, is it? It's like a well-known fact. Is it not well-known for you? I,
No,
maybe
it's
I'm
well, but
just
I'm not
like
gonna think. Okay, I'm not gonna think. Okay, I must pick someone else who has a whip. Oh yeah, let's just go with Harrison Ford then. Are you happy now? You freaking
have you
doofus,
seen their
dingus, moron,
designs? Have you
idiot, dummy.
Google Task Manager? Google Franziska von Karma. It's clearly Task Manager is clearly inspired by Franziska.
Oh yeah, she has a whip. So clearly they must be inspired. Yeah,
There's
so
more than
obvious.
just the whip. But you know what? Yeah, the whip's a huge bit. The huge is a big part of that.
I can't get too much because it's not a bad choice, but like, oh yeah, we definitely have the same pick. And like, when do I ever think of Phoenix? When have I ever talk about Phoenix? Right? Like seriously, like that's not something I
You
immediately go
know
to.
who
Frick,
Franziska von Karma
I
is.
do, but I'm not gonna immediately think, oh yeah, I gotta go with Francesca von Karma. Here, do I know nothing about besides she has a whip and she's a freaking attorney.
Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad. Who'd you pick?
Okay, so again, despite everything I just said, this is not a bad choice.
I know.
I do like this choice, even if you're stupid.
Fuck
I
you.
went with I went with Hilden Walsh. Um, she's she's Starfire and Princess Bubblegum, but the one I really went like the one I really thought of was her take on Harley Quinn. Um, I can kind of see that. Uh, she's Harley in the Batman 2004. Don't know if you saw that, but like that's where she's Harley.
I have. I don't remember what she sounds like. And I'm just thinking of Tara Song, and it's like, oh, that's. But I know it's not Tara. Um,
Um,
I think Francis. I'm gonna go with my pick.
he, have you seen Harley in the original Batman animated series?
Yes.
You know that voice?
Yeah. Isn't that? No,
Uh,
that isn't Tara.
no. Tara's a lot more. I don't like Tara's Harley Quinn. I'm being 100% real. It's too nasally. Um. I would say Hinden's is a lot closer to the original. Um.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I was at. But I do like Francesca. You're stupid thinking, oh yeah, it's clearly Stripe's going to immediately think of the game that he doesn't play.
See,
But
that's my bad because I'm so like Deltarune pilled where I've watched like 5 different videos where it's like, did you know Task Manager was actually inspired by Francesco von Karma from Phoenix Wright?
was was that confirmed or just they have whips?
Um, there, I think there's more than it just had whips. I don't think Toby Fox was ever like, hello, yes, whip, true, confirmed. I don't think he ever said that
Epic.
because why would he? Um, but I think there's more points because their outfits are kind of similar. They got similar color scheme. Um, there's some like I think there was a bit of dialogue somewhere.
Epic. So
So I win.
I guess we already spoiled who your ICE is. Let's just go with that. Let's keep David as ICE.
I I think the idea of Keith David playing someone almost Hulk-like in nature is very funny.
Isn't ICE just a mascot?
Uh, no, don't you remember in Deltarune Chapter 2, they go up into the Icy store and there is actually Ice the guy, and he's just pounding away at the desk and he's like, ah!
I I don't. So that kind of
Ah.
changes things. I still think mine works.
Here's
Um,
yours.
I went with Rob Paulson. Uh,
Repeat that.
who's
Who?
Rob Paulson.
Sorry, I said repeat that. I do mean who is that? Or what's he from?
Okay. Um, he's a big voice actor. You've definitely heard him, and he's the original Raphael. He's 2012 Donatello. He's Pinky and Yakko. He's Carl Weezer. Um, he's PJ in uh, Goofy Movie and Goof Troop. He's Jack Fenton and Technus in Danny Phantom. He's Ditto in Ben 10, so on and so forth.
He's fucking everyone.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like goofy mascot voice. What I was thinking. I feel like he could also do like a deeper Hulk voice if you want him to.
Yeah, honestly, better. It was the second to
Epic.
last one. I kind of gave up. Actually, I got Gasser
Um,
pretty early on, so I think Icy was the last one I picked. And I was just like, well, no, it's fails.
I don't,
Keith David.
I don't remember the exact order I did. I do know I saved the main trio for last. I just did not have an idea for them. Um, I think I see it was like my fourth to last actually because Gaster a name popped in my head. I did not even recognize IC at first. Um, but so Gaster, did you freaking say Map Hat again? I think we did this last time. We just like jokingly said Map Hat. So
I didn't say
did you go with
Mad
Map Hat
Pat.
again?
Um, Gaster. It's a very obviously Gaster does like genuinely have a presence in Deltarune, and I could go on about that for the rest of the podcast, but I won't. Mostly for Stripe sanity. But I will say, based on like the like scientist vibes, I feel like he's got to be a bit older. I feel like he's got to be a little bit evil. I did say Christopher Lloyd. Yeah.
I'm not against it.
Why?
I can't say I'm entirely for it because I just I that's not exactly the voice I see from him, but I'm not against it.
Yeah. And that's fair. That's fair. Because again, it is
Yeah.
very much like my like the culmination of my head canons of Gaster. But even then, it's like I could see better options.
Gaster is really hard to cast because we do not know so much about him, and everyone kind of has their own version of Gaster. Um,
He also
like
speaks in
I'm a little
hands,
worried
which makes
for
things
Toby.
interesting.
Say again.
Gaster also speaks in hands, which makes things a bit hard.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll actually like talk fully.
Yes.
Um, but like it's really hard to cast like I'm a little worried for Toby once we actually get to Gaster because like everyone had pretty much everyone knows what they think Gaster is, but everyone has a different Gaster in their brain. So it's gonna really suck when you kill like 90% of the community's uh, thoughts on this character
I
and make him
think it'll be
definitive.
if I can comment. I think it'll be okay as long as it's like a specifically Deltarune kind of Deltarune's Gaster, and so you can still leave Undertale's Gaster as this little fucked up creature. But who knows? I'm yeah,
I think
whatever.
he'll be like Sans, where he kind of overlaps. Like it's more or less implied that is just the Undertale Sans.
Yeah. But yeah.
Um, so my pick, I'm not sure if you know who this is. I can try to explain it. I'm just trying to think of like, well, actually, I did have an idea that I immediately wrote down, but I figured it was too far fetched and too memey, despite me actually genuinely liking this idea. So you're not gonna know what the frick I'm talking about. But
Okay.
there was a rap battle between
Oh fuck.
Gaster and the Spot from Spider Verse. And I don't remember who voices Gaster in that, but like I actually really frick with that voice for Gaster. Um, let me look up who voices uh Gaster in that rap battle because like I think it really works weirdly. Uh, Schwabidi, Schwabadi, Schwabidi, something like that is the voice of Gaster in that rap battle. Um, and it really works super well with like the mysterious um like the hero as Gaster is not really caring about the battle. He's just there's just another experiment to him. He ignores Spot throughout the entire battle just to kind of experiment with his brain. I think that really works with the little we know of Gaster. But it's not my actual choice because I figure that that's too far fetched and too memey. Um, and also you haven't seen that rap battle because you're cringe and stupid and lame and smelly and dumb and sneaky. Um,
I'm better than you, stupid.
nah, I didn't go with a
Oh,
freaking AI voice anyways. Uh,
text
so
to
I went
speech
with
isn't.
I'm better than you. It's the person who deleted our best episode. Uh,
I deleted far more than just our best episode.
that doesn't make it better. It makes it worse.
It does.
Jeffrey Combs. I went with Jeffrey Combs. God.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. He kind of rose to prominence. He was the main character in the film Reanimator, which is a series of films. Uh, I know him better for his voice roles. He's Ratchet in Transformers Prime. He is Scarecrow in some DC animated universe thing. Um, he's the Rat King in 2012 Ninja Turtles. He just has this like
Oh,
really
Peak.
creepy. Yeah, say again.
Peak. You said Rat King. I'm convinced.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. He says the creepy scientisty voice you can tell from most of these characters. It's the way he speaks is very like dissected. There's tiny little minuscule pauses between his words. He accentuates various syllables very interestingly. Uh, I have not seen Reanimator, so I don't know if that qualifies. But in his voice roles, in as Scarecrow and Ratchet and Rat King, uh, he talks like that. So I just think that works super well with like the unstable scientist we have of Gaster. Um, Again, you could take Gaster in a billion ways, and someone will probably hate you for any of those ways. But like for the little we know of him, I am gonna say I think this is a good pick.
I do also think that's a really good pick.
Okay, so I guess we should tally it up. Um, I
I
got
think you got
Chris.
most of them.
Uh, we're gonna skip CZ because we got the same. Actually, but besides for Task Manager, you said we have one more tie. Never mind, it was Spamton, not Jevel. It was Jevel. Um, so one for, I have Chris, you have Ralze, you have Lancer, I have Noel, I have Birdley, I have
I
King.
have Birdly.
You, no, I have Burley. Shut up.
I have Birdly.
You have Queen. I got Jim Carrey for Rolk, so that's 5-3. Um, I'll give you Jewel. Did you go with who do you go with for Jewel? Actually, I don't
Uh,
remember who do you go with Jewel.
I think we
I
went
said
with the
Jimmy Fallon.
character
You
I
said
said.
say again.
Actually, I think we did go with the character I said.
Yeah. You don't even remember. I literally directly said who you said for Jewel.
Yeah,
Do
no,
you
you said
remember who it
Jevil,
was?
which was Bill Cipher, Alex Hirsch.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll give you Jewel. Yeah. You have Jewel. We kind of tied for spamping because they're just like both fire ideas. I got Rudy, so that's 6. I got Elvin, that's 7. I got Sham, that's 8. I got Starwalker, that's 9. I gave you Taskmaster, so that's 5. And then I got the final two. So that's 12-5. You know
But
what?
it was a
I'll
good
be nice.
5.
I'll be nice. I will give you Birdley.
Yeah, no, of course I got Birdly. It was 11-6.
Cause I'm so generous and nice. I will give you Birdley.
I need not
Um.
your charity, boy.
Okay, fine. I take Birdley. So it's 12 to
No, I
5.
take
For
Birdly.
you.
I need not. Shut up.
Yeah, so I love doing these casting things. It's just hard to like find the right series to do it with, where you need enough characters. It needs to be something we're both interested in. They need to not have a can voice because we'll probably just go with that. So I think it's probably the last casting video because that's such a minuscule lineup, especially when you realize the 2 casting videos we've done are basically the same series.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, no, there's not many options. Uh,
Obviously, we could like recast like 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 what if a big budget like live action movie of like amphibia or something happened, um but this is not as fun.
Also, I think we're both the kind of person where it's like, just use, like, even if
We
there
know voice
was,
actors
like,
good.
Amphibia the Hollywood movie, we'd be able to, like, wait, why the fuck they replaced the person with this person? That's fucked.
So that's probably not a good pick example because like besides the 3 girls, every character will be animated anyways, so just get all the old actors.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how many like young Thai actors we know, young female Thai screen actors we can pick for Anne.
I mean, yeah.
There's bound to be some, but
And
I
doesn't
figured we'll probably just
Brenda
pick the
Song
same one. But
do in person? Wasn't that her voice actor, Brenda Song? Isn't, can you just,
yeah, but keep in mind, Brenda Song is in like her 50s.
oh, really?
Let's see. I know she's older. Born
I think she's in
88.
her 50s.
Yeah, no, sorry. So she's 36. So I was overestimating. Still, I don't think a 36-year-old can pull off visually on in person a 13-year-old.
Yeah, I guess I was just thinking, like, because I'm thinking Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I forget she's aged since then.
Yeah. Um, I'm looking at the other ones. Uh, Sasha's voice actress is 35, and Marcy's voice actress is 23. She could. They don't have an image of her, but 23 could maybe pull off it if depending on how she looks.
You could have Brenda Song be Anne's mom. That'd be fun.
That's a really fun pick, actually. I like that idea, but um,
Yeah.
just trying to see if I can find a picture of um. Maybe probably not.
Probably
Um,
not.
for Marcy. Um, yeah, no, I love doing these casting videos. It's just really hard to think of the right thing to do. So I will not be shocked if it's the last time we ever do one of these. Um,
We did briefly consider doing Sonic until all the issues with doing Sonic came up.
What issues with Sonic?
So many Sonics.
There's a lot of Sonic characters. A lot of
So
Sonic
many
characters,
Sonics.
and most people already have like a voice in their mind for Sonic. Um,
In that one, I would get the point for Ben Schwartz.
yeah. No, because I figured we'd have a rule of like we can't just recast someone.
Fuck!
Because then at that point we would probably just say their actual voice actor. Granted, for Sonic is a bit more interesting because there's so many different, like every Sonic character has like 3 different voice actors at this point. Um, Obviously Sonic and like Tails and Knuckles and Eggman have more, but they tend to replace their actors a lot. But like still, we would probably just go with the official one for most cases.
I
Um,
wouldn't. I hate voice actors. I don't know where I was going with that bit.
yeah. If you guys have any ideas, post in the comments. No one is gonna watch this far or at all, but you could do
No,
that.
we've been getting views. We've been getting views. Okay.
I forgot we have not, considering it's been so long because you deleted the best episode.
It wasn't the best episode. You can't prove it was the best episode. I got rid of the.
I know for a fact it was. I had so much fun with that. I was so glad, like, oh, this is like one of the ones I really want to rewatch, and I can't do that anymore because you deleted it.
It wasn't intentional. My computer had an issue, and I tried to do something
It
to
did.
fix it.
You wanted to download Fortnite. You wanted to download Fortnite. You needed to space.
My computer didn't have enough space, and
That's not an issue. You should have checked first.
So guys, that was the end of the episode.
I can just tell
Make
the
sure to
side
like,
drowning
comment, make sure to
music
hit that
is just
bell.
blasting in their brain.
If you want to watch more, then do that.
Unless you want to watch the video where we talk about Steven Universe ships, because you can't watch that one.
Shut up.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you maybe next week, unless Robin deletes it again.